Good morning. It's May the 1st, 2017, May Day, where most of the world celebrates May Day, communist countries, other countries alike. I don't think anybody's reading the information contained in the Black Book of Communism, but it is the rites of spring, passages, fertility, all sorts of stuff comes together on May Day, so including big communist government celebrations. The banks were closed around the globe. Markets were relatively quiet overnight. Well, the big news of the day starts in the United States, and this news can shake things up with the focus, personal spending, and ISM manufacturing. We'll start with our customary disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have over or undercompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. So, looking at the treasuries, starting first with a note, we've got a B, and let's get it on screen number 3. Here's our B. That favors a little bit lower prices. We're in a trading range. The news today, personal income plus 0.3. I did see one service carrying plus 4, Conor Day plus 3, personal spending plus 0.1, PCE minus 0.1. So the focus is personal spending. Then we jump to PMI manufacturing that nobody pays any attention to, 52.8. ISM manufacturing that everybody pays attention to, 56.5. And construction spending plus 0.5%. Construction spending rarely meets its numbers. The news focus ISM manufacturing that could come in lower than forecast. Personal spending, that's probably reasonable, a reasonable estimate. So we have news at 8:30 Eastern and news at 10 Eastern that could shake things up. But right now I see us in the trading range. Definitely a seller 24 to 28, and pretty good buying at 8 to 12. So we'll play for that. 23.27 sell 1, 31.03 sell 2. We're going to make it, because we have a B, we're going to go for a little bit lower, 9 to 13, try to pick up the bottom edge of the trading range. It might take a 17 to get in. A lot of it just depends on the E-minis reaction this morning. And then 1 to 5 for buy 2. Trying to buy on the cheap. Hope y'all had a great weekend. It was in the high 40s with the wind blowing 20 to 35 miles an hour here. No tornadoes around us. It was all east of us. But I've had my spring clothing in the closet for 3 weeks, and I'm still wearing winter suits and winter coats. So we're ready for spring. The tomatoes and the tropical hibiscus that I planted are not growing for some reason. Okay, in the 30-year, a B. trading range. Similar situation. The break in the market's really 153, so we're at 24, 28 to the buck. First level of resistance, 3 to 7, sell 1, and 11 to 15, sell 2. To break it out, the E-mini has to catch some pretty heavy selling today. 16 to 20, number 1. 9 to 13 by 1. And we'll pick up 1 to 5 by 2. See a trading range. Looking at gold, pretty quiet over the weekend. Again, when you lose the Asian markets and Europe is where the gold market really starts. It's hard to generate a lot of buying or selling interest in it. I'm guessing trading range here. Try to buy it on the cheap, 60, 62. Resistance held at 70 plus, so maybe we get down to 60. 55, 57. On the sell side, 68 to 70. Come inside of that, sell 1. And then 73, 75, sell 2. We do have news that can shake gold up. It'll usually reacts the same way the treasuries do. Personal spending will be the first news focus. We also have FOMC on Wednesday, and no changes expected. If the economic data continues to come in as soft as it has been, they may not raise interest rates in June, as everybody had predicted they would after the last rate increase. Okay, Europe, Asia shut down. Europe is where currency trading, that's the center of currency trading. Well, you can see we have a pretty tight range. 45 to 55, sell 1. 75, sell 2. Shouldn't be a lot of interest in currencies today. 109 even, 910 by 1. 875 by 2. Still have a pretty good shot at getting stops above 110 before this rally completes itself. Crude oil, very quiet. Singapore is a big market, cash crude. And with the holidays in Asia, not a lot of interest. So we have very, very little range. Volume is a B. TPOs are a P, so it's mixed. So we'll try 48.50, 48.75 by 1. 48 even, 48 and a quarter by 2. On the sell side, 49.50, 49.75, sell 1. Don't have a lot of range to work with, so we'll have to. It'll tighten up as we go through the AM session. But right now we're going to play it a little loose. I do like the short side of the market because the fundamentals stink. And OPEC was pretty quiet over the weekend, didn't say much. And you wonder why OPEC would be quiet right now, seeing how they need to shore up the market. A lot of times, right before an OPEC meeting, there will be negative stuff out of Saudi Arabia, Russia, and the rest of them, trying to get the rest of their OPEC members to go along and pay attention to what's going on. So we'll see if that happens here over the next couple of 3 weeks. Okay, the 75 area is pretty good support. I have no reason not to expect the stock market to trade higher and make new contract highs. It's certainly pointed that way, so our 75, 77 area held. And right now we're knocking in resistance, starts at 89 to as high as 94. The desired sell would be 94 to 99, but it may take an 89 or 91 to get in. We will have news on the half hour. So sell one's 89 to 91, and it's down to it's a news play. 96, 94, 96 for sell 2. On the buy side, 80, 82, 75, 77. So I don't think we have enough to break it out today above 2,400. But what the market's keying off of is that a tax bill went through, and there'll be no government shutdown, even though you make a pretty strong case for shutting it down to start thinking about getting spending under control. But spending under control is not going to be Trump's strong suit. I doubt if he'll be, at the end of his term, be labeled as a fiscal conservative. Okay, the news. Personal income up 0.3. Personal spending, the focus, plus 0.1. ISM manufacturing 56.5. Those are two pieces of the of news that'll drive the market today. And down to the news. You know the news, you have the trade. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get stuff up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I'll be back with you as soon as possible.